So remember when I made the what is this channel video and I was like, I'm gonna stray away from the trans topics, just gonna try out some new things creatively. I'll still make them, but that's not all who I am. And then I proceeded to make 3 trans videos in a row. Anyway, today I want to make a video talking about how I prepped for my top surgery. I'm gonna break this into a few categories, even though a lot of them kind of overlap, but organization, you know. Okay, so the first topic I want to cover is mobility. Your mobility in your arms and upper body in general is going to be very restricted for at least the first week or so, and then it'll gradually get better over time. So something that was very important for me was to have loose and comfortable clothing. So like loose gym shorts or track pants and button-up shirts or hoodies that are maybe like a size up or so. The next very important thing was a long charger, because you don't want to have to like stretch across your bed when you can barely move your arms. So I got a 3-meter long charger for about $20 at Target. That works really great, but I know that you can get them longer for a fact, so go wild. This next one is very optional, but like if you can find one of those like animal head grabby claw things to like pick things up from a distance, that would probably be really useful actually. It'll look kinda silly, but I found myself wishing that I had one like the entire time I was recovering. You're also going to want to move things around your home to about chest height or lower, because you're not going to be able to raise your arms higher than your shoulders or higher than your chest probably for that first week, so would 100% recommend that. The next thing, I didn't realize it would be as helpful as it was, but straws. Yeah, straws. Like for the first couple days, honestly, it was hard to just like lift a mug or lift a glass, so if you can get some straws, just... There was no reason for me to do that. Anyway, so if you can get some straws, that would probably be very helpful as well. The next topic we're going to cover is necessity. Again, a lot of these kind of overlap, but like these were the most important things that stood out to me. Okay, so a super important thing is you're going to want to buy some over-the-counter pain drugs. You'll definitely be given some kind of prescription painkillers, but for me, I was given 2 types of prescription drugs that were kind of for more intermediate to high pain levels, and I didn't really find myself experiencing that too often, luckily. It was more moderate to mildish discomfort, so things like Panadol and ibuprofen came in handy in those circumstances. Okay, I cannot stress this one enough. You need to clean your whole zone. Like, wow, saying it like that was bad actually. I mean, you have to clean like your bedroom, your apartment, what have you, whatever you have, clean that shit. Do the laundry, wash the sheets, scrub the counters, clean the shower, whatever you need to do, because you're not going to be able to do any of that for quite some time. It sucks. So get that shit out of the way. Okay, now let's talk hygiene. You're not going to be able to shower for at least a week, so I would recommend buying like baby wipes or things of that nature. Honestly, I couldn't find baby wipes, so I did just buy like a really gentle kind of like makeup remover type thing, but that worked fine enough for, you know, pits and whatever. If you have oily kind of bad skin like me and need to cleanse your face once or twice a day, I would recommend getting tea tree oil wipes, because those get rid of oil and leave you somewhat fresh. Yeah, decent enough for something that isn't actually a proper cleanser. This is very optional, but I'd also recommend getting a roll-on deodorant, because the idea of putting a spray on deodorant so close to like my drains and stitches scared me a lot, so the roll-on came in handy. This next one is kind of nasty, but it's important I talk about it. So it is very likely that either or both the anesthetic and the painkillers you're on will leave you kind of backed up. That's not pleasant. Your surgeon will probably even recommend this. I recommend this, but you are going to need some kind of stool softener or laxative. Because in the words of my surgeon, you don't want to be straining and accidentally pop a stitch. Aside from that issue, my painkillers also made me feel like kind of nauseous on top of that. So I also had things like ginger beer and peppermint tea, which are known to like help settle tummy issues a little bit. It's not like a medicine, but it'll help. The next two topics are pretty much optional, but they were pretty important to my recovery. So, comfort. I would recommend having at least 3 pillows on hand to support you, because for that first week, you're going to be sitting up or at an incline when you sleep, because you'll have the drains in. I've also heard people talk about constructing a pillow chair to help them sleep, so at least 1 or 2 pillows supporting your back and 1 or 2 pillows for you to rest your arms on. That sounds like a pretty good idea. I was also very thankful to have a travel pillow to help support my neck, because in the arrangement I was sleeping in, if I didn't have that, I would have just been kind of like, ugh, on my headboard, which would have killed my neck. It also helped me to stay sitting up straight when I would sit on a couch or a chair, and that's super important, at least for my procedure, because I was told that if I didn't sit up straight, if I slouched a lot, as transmasculine people are kind of prone to do, I would develop a crease in my chest, so that helped with that for sure. And the last topic is treat yourself. Again, super optional, but you know, you're gonna be hurting, you're gonna feel icky, you know, why not treat yourself? Why not have some ice cream, chocolate, snacks, whatever your comfort food is? You might not want them in the first couple of days, because again, you might feel a bit icky, but as time goes on, you can indulge in getting your snack on. You might want to have a video game, preferably something chill like Animal Crossing or Pokemon. I downloaded 2 Dragon Age DLCs, which stressed me out a lot, so maybe don't do that. But I get very intense about video games, so I'm maybe not the best example. Aside from that, if you don't have any kind of streaming service, Netflix, Hulu, Stan, whatever, 110% would recommend getting one of those if you can afford it, because first couple days, first week even, I would say, I definitely spent the majority of my time watching like nature documentaries on Netflix, like David Attenborough, watched Firefest, that was a wild ride. But yeah, basic things to keep you entertained, maybe some DVDs, whatever. And whatever your other personal treat yourself items are.
Clothes.
Treat yourself.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather goods.
Treat yourself.
Because whatever it is, you've earned it at that point. You've made it through recovery, you made it through surgery, you have earned that thing. So those were the most important elements in my personal top surgery recovery. Some of them are kind of basic and like, yeah, duh. But others I didn't initially think too much about, but ended up being really grateful that I thought of them. So if you're watching this and you have your top surgery coming up, I sincerely hope that you found this helpful, that you might have been able to take some notes that you hadn't thought of, and mostly I hope your recovery goes really smoothly. So that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Bye! Oh my god, these flowers were in the entire shot! It's fine, I'll learn how to YouTube one day.